Hey, what's up, world? It's me, Elay. I miss y'all. It's been a minute. I had to, take time and take care of me, be with the family. But we're going to dive right into this next topic. I told you that once I thought of something else as far as the series, I will come back with it. I gathered my notes since yesterday and today and forever. But I finally found the topic, so that's what made me start making my notes. But it's about people who are, in that box of having multi-talents. At one point in life, it was unacceptable, but nowadays, since, the change of batons and generations and such, people are more acceptable of people having multi-talents because, there's less people they have to hire and blah, 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 but it doesn't mean you're crazy or you don't know what you want to do and or be in life. It's just that you have so many skills, so you want to try them out, and why not? It's, still a free country, free world per se, so why not try out your skills and talents? And as long as you're alive, you're going to constantly find out things that you like and constantly realize there's things you're just not interested in. So shame on you for trying to stuff anybody into one box. It's crazy. I remember the people who were multi-talented. I'm still stuck on saying that word, but there's a new word for multi-talented people, and ooh, it sounds so sachet, whatever, but it's the new word for today's generation. Multipotential, and then it's broken down from saying multipotential to multipotentiality. Ooh, that's a mouthful. But if you think about individuality, it's the same thing. So individuality, multipotentiality. So multipotential. So that's what we're called. I remember at one point, maybe like in the 70s, they had the free spirit people, or they would say Renaissance, multidimensional, artsy fartsy. Well, multipotential was the new word for multi-talented. And, just reading about other people who have those same abilities, I noticed that I am not the only one who's fallen into that box of feeling kind of weird when, for example, you go to a family reunion and that stupid question comes along and they're like, so what are you doing? What are you into? And it's like, here we go. So, in my head, I'm like, well, maybe I'll just shoot out one thing I'm doing currently right now, and maybe they'll shut up, sound real enthused about it. So they're like, oh, she's got it together. Yeah, I got it together, but if I really tell you what I'm doing, like 5 different projects at once, you're going to be like, honey, I think you need to focus. So in order to keep me from punching you in the eye, I'll just tell you one thing. And usually it works, but it's nice to know that there are many people in this country, in this state, and even like I saw this lady in Indonesia. She's multi-talented. She paints, she sews, and she's a mom. So it's like there's no one thing you have to do. You don't have to be shoved into one box. However, there are people who, the opposite of multi-potential, I think it's like singularity or something along that line. So, for example, you grow up, oh my gosh, I want to be a rocket scientist. That's all I ever wanted. You know what, good for you. Your life is pretty much planned out. You're going to go to school. You're going to, be on the same sidewalk doing, your path is not going to be left or right. It's going to be straight and narrow. Congratulations, your life's figured out. So even if you do screw up or get on drugs, you get clean. Oh, I still want to be a rocket scientist. You're still okay. But for us, it's like, man, I want to write a book. Man, I want to join the circus. Man, I want to make T-shirts. Man, I want to paint pictures. It's nothing wrong with that. That's what your brain is for. If you weren't supposed to have more than one talent, you wouldn't have a big brain. There wouldn't be so many compartments in the brain. Hello? So I'm happy to be who I am, and the YouTube channel that I do have that I know you guys been watching is for the people like us. because I don't just stick to one topic, and you know that. I have so many categories, and I'm thankful for YouTube because it allows me to, here we go, compartmentalize all my talents into one segment, if that makes sense. Right now I have my LA radio segment that I'm, putting into YouTube. And then before that, it was hashtag free. I would love to get back into that, but hashtag free is more so for the spring and summer. So, once the weather gets back better, then I'll be back on that. So in the meantime, I'm working on LA radio, and I'm having so much fun. And then before that, you saw I got into characters, doing 2 different characters. And then one lady, she's got multiple personalities within that character. So don't be afraid to feel like when you have a conversation with stuffy people that you really can't put your thumb on exactly what it is you like to do. They have a great way of making you feel like an idiot when they ask you what you are, what you want to become, and you can't explain it in one word or in 30 seconds. They frown on you. Don't let them make you feel bad, because in the back of their heads, they probably don't like what they're doing, and they would like to be like us, but are so hung up with money and not wanting to look like an idiot. They just, conform to be like everyone else. So if you have so many skills, just do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Just set up your little station in your apartment or your house, or, kids, if you're at your mom's and dad's house, just set up little stations, one for reading, one for drawing, one for writing. It's no different. They actually teach you how to have multi-skills when you're in preschool. Remember when they have the little tables and, like, every 15 minutes you rotate from one station of toys to the next? Hello? It's the same thing. So they're actually teaching you how to have different skills when you're a little kid. I used to love when we did that because I got bored playing with the same thing over and over. But every 15 or 10 minutes or so, the timer would go off, and we would switch from one station of toys to the next. I'm like, this is awesome. Now I can play with all the toys, and then we don't have to fight over everything because everybody will have a turn to, play with the toys. So it's just people like us who haven't let go of that same philosophy from preschool and kindergarten, just rotating. And at the end of the day, stuff still gets done. And at the end of the day, we have actually more to show. And at the end of the day, we actually have more people we can relate to and help. So we're really cool. So I'm really happy to have this segment. And once again, this is my introductory. I'll just take it out as long as it goes, and the next video will still be pertaining to the same topic of, a multipotential person, and it's okay. It's okay. And in my notes I'm reading, the second topic will be about passion. I don't have a passion for anything. It's not necessarily you don't have a passion for anything. It's just you have many talents. So we'll talk about that on the next topic. So don't feel bad and don't feel like you're Pee Wee Herman and crazy. It's okay to have a lot of skills. People really need people like us. They just don't know how to say it. So that's me, LA Understood, and this is my introductory. Thank you for checking me out on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram. You Instagram people, you guys are totally different. I really appreciate the feedback and the love and all the pictures that you put up with your cartoons and stuff. It's amazing. Keep it up. It's amazing to see adults still post up interesting things. So keep up the good work, my Instagram people. You guys are really awesome. All right, you guys take it easy, and thanks for your support.